Number 1. The Bennington Triangle. In the heart of Vermont, USA, lies a vast forested area known for its natural beauty and its terrifying secrets. Between 1945 and 1950, 5 people disappeared here, without a trace. No bodies, no clues, no answers. Some call it the Bennington Triangle. This place was once home to a small logging town, Glastonbury, but after a series of economic failures and strange events, the town was abandoned. Since then, the mountain has had a dark reputation among locals. Native American tribes once refused to set foot here. According to Abenaki legends, the mountain was cursed, home to a stone that swallows people, a place where the earth itself could open up, in reality, unravel. The first to vanish was a seasoned hunter and guide, Mitty Rivers. At 74, he knew these woods better than anyone. One day, while leading a hunting party, he walked slightly ahead and was never seen again. All they found was a single rifle cartridge in a stream. Locals say he may have wandered into something unnatural. Just a year later, Paula Weldon, an 18-year-old college student, went for a solo hike. She told her roommate she was heading out and never returned. Despite weeks of search efforts, dogs, planes, hundreds of volunteers, not a single clue turned up. No torn clothes, no blood, no footprints. Her trail just ended. Some say her ghost still wanders the trail in a red coat. Others believe the forest simply claimed her. Next was James Tedford, a veteran returning to his retirement home by bus. He was seen on board just moments before the final stop. But when the bus arrived, he was gone. His ticket was punched. His bags were still on board, but James had vanished, while surrounded by people. Some believe this was a time slip or a glitch in reality. In 1950, 8-year-old Paul Jepson vanished near his family's farm. His mother left him alone in her truck for just minutes. When she returned, he was gone. Bloodhounds traced his scent to a trail, the same one Paula Weldon took, and then nothing. The dogs lost the trail entirely. It was as if Paul had walked into another dimension. Just weeks later, Frida Langer, 53, was hiking with her cousin when she slipped in a stream. She told him she'd go change her clothes and head back to camp. She never made it. Search teams combed the area for weeks, and months later, her body was found in a field already searched multiple times. No cause of death could be determined, and no one could explain why the body had suddenly appeared. 5 people, 5 disappearances, no solid leads. Some claim it was a serial killer with a perfect cover, nature. Others blame wild animals or sheer coincidence. But then it gets weirder. Locals report seeing orbs of light drifting through the trees, UFO sightings, unexplained time lapses, a shadowy figure, tall, hairy, silent, lurking in the woods. Some say Glastonbury Mountain is a magnetic vortex, like the Bermuda Triangle, a place where time folds, where people can simply fall through. Even today, hikers report strange noises, feelings of being watched, and paths that loop endlessly. So what is the Bennington Triangle? An ancient curse? A predator no one's discovered? A doorway to somewhere else? No one knows. But one thing's for sure, if you go hiking there, stay on the path, because some places don't just take you in, they don't let you go. Number 2, the Green Children of Woolpit. In the heart of medieval England, there was a village known as Woolpit, a quiet, sleepy place, until one day 2 children appeared out of nowhere, strange with green skin, wearing clothes no one recognized, and speaking in a language no one could understand. The year was circa 1150, and what happened next would leave the villagers speechless for centuries. The children, an older boy and a younger girl, were found near a pit, a wolf pit, from which the village got its name. They were hungry, frightened, and seemed to have no idea where they came from. When villagers brought them back to town, the children couldn't explain who they were or where they came from. Their green skin, glowing faintly in the dim light of the village, was unlike anything anyone had ever seen. The boy was silent and eventually died from an illness, but the girl survived. Over time, she began to speak English, telling an even stranger story. She explained that she and her brother came from a land called St. Martin's Land, a place where everything was green, the grass, the trees, even the people. The girl said she and her brother had been playing in the fields when they suddenly found themselves in Wool Pit, with no memory of how they got there. But as she grew stronger, another mystery emerged. The girl's skin, once green, slowly began to return to its natural color. The villagers didn't know what to make of her tale or her transformation. For centuries, people have speculated about the children's origins. Some say they were from another world, a portal between dimensions that led them to Wool Pit. The green skin, maybe it was a sign of their extraterrestrial nature. Others believed they came from an isolated part of England, where a disease or malnutrition caused their unusual appearance. Perhaps they had been living in a cave or underground, where their diet gave them a greenish tint. But there's another theory that's even stranger. What if the children were survivors of a lost community? A group of people from another dimension or another time? In the 12th century, England was a land of myth and mystery. Superstitions ran deep, and the villagers of Wool Pit might have believed that the children were not of this world. Some theories suggest the green children were part of an ancient folklore, a manifestation of the Fae, or fairies, known in local tales to sometimes steal away children, leaving their own in place. But what if these green children were something else entirely, something even more unexplainable? As the girl grew up, she integrated into village life. She eventually married a man from the town of King's Lynn and lived a relatively normal life. Her green skin faded, but her memory of her strange origins remained. But the boy, the older child, never recovered. Was he the victim of a harsh, strange illness, or did something else take his life? The mystery of the green children of Wool Pit remains unsolved. Were they children from a far-off land, a hidden civilization, or even an alternate dimension? Could they have been the victims of some ancient curse or strange phenomena that we can't yet explain? What we do know is that their story has endured through the centuries, an eerie tale that still sparks the imagination. What happened to the green children? Perhaps we'll never know. But next time you visit an ancient village or walk through an old forgotten field, keep your eyes open. You never know when the veil between worlds might grow thin. Number 3. The Eriksson twins incident. In the deep forests of Sweden, a place known for its beauty and serenity, something tragic and mysterious happened in 1959. Twins Eriksson and Johanna, both 19 years old, went missing while on a camping trip. Their disappearance would spark an investigation, and what authorities discovered would lead to even more unsettling questions. How could two young people, in the prime of their lives, vanish without a trace? And why were their deaths shrouded in mystery? The twins Eriksson and Johanna had planned a quiet weekend camping in the remote forests of Sweden. It was a place they knew well, a place many thought was peaceful and safe. When the twins didn't return to their campsite as scheduled, their parents became worried. They called the authorities and search teams quickly began combing through the dense woods. Search parties scoured the area for days, but there was no sign of the twins. No footprints, no belongings, no clues. It was as if they had vanished into thin air. Then on the fifth day of searching, a breakthrough. A local fisherman found their bodies in a remote part of the forest, miles from their original campsite. But there was something deeply unsettling about what was discovered. When the bodies of Eriksson and Johanna were found, they were lying next to each other. But what was strange was the lack of any signs of struggle. There were no obvious injuries, no wounds, no signs of animal attacks. They appeared almost peaceful. The bodies had been covered with leaves, as if someone or something had tried to hide them. The authorities found no traces of blood or signs of any physical trauma. Yet both twins were dead. What happened to the twins in those days between their disappearance and discovery? Theories abound. One theory suggests that the twins could have fallen victim to a wild animal attack. However, there were no scratches, bites, or injuries typical of such encounters. Others speculated they had died from exposure or poisoning. But again, there was no obvious cause. The ground around them showed no signs of any toxins or dangerous plants. Another theory involved foul play. Did someone harm the twins, and if so, why was there no evidence of an attack? Could they have been victims of an unknown predator? Some investigators even looked into the possibility of a paranormal explanation. Could the twins have been abducted by something otherworldly? The area where they were found had a reputation for being strange. Locals spoke of eerie lights in the sky, and some claimed to have seen strange shadows moving through the trees late at night. Could the twins have encountered something supernatural during their camping trip? A ghost? A creature? Or was it simply a tragic accident? Despite the exhaustive investigation, no concrete evidence was ever found. The case remains open with no clear answers. The Eriksson twins incident continues to puzzle those who studied it. Was it an accident? Was it foul play? Or was it something more sinister, something the authorities couldn't explain? The one thing that remains clear is that the lives of Eriksson and Johanna ended far too soon, and the mystery of their deaths will haunt those who remember them. The tragic story of the Eriksson twins is a chilling reminder that some mysteries refuse to be solved. While we search for answers in the woods, the forest itself keeps its secrets hidden. Was there something or someone that took them? To this day, we don't know, but the case of the Eriksson twins remains one of the most unnerving unsolved mysteries in Sweden. The forest remains silent, but it is in silence that the most terrifying things are often hidden. Like and subscribe for more chilling stories, and sleep if you can. This is No Sleep Needed